Hey Hero fans, so today we're going to see how much we can pull this figure apart. This is an Origins figure, it's kind of some spare parts, it's Man-at-Arms and the Rock and just kind of put together, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this apart, every joint I possibly can, without actually using any power tools or any tools. But I am going to use some boiling hot water, as you can see, which is going on right there. And we're going to take apart this Classics boot right here to see what parts can be used, if you can use the feet at all, or how that all works. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll just aim this camera right down here. And let's start by pouring the hot water in here. I'll just drop this foot in here so it can get started to pull apart. And let's go ahead and drop the Rock in there. Let's see what we can do. Now, normally you don't have to heat the figure up to pull off most of the parts, but I want to pull off more parts than normal, so that's why I'm heating it up. Alright, let's go ahead and start pulling apart some of the easy stuff. So first is the boots. We'll just pull those off. Ugh. Then we'll drop the boots back in there so we can see the feet come apart and how that works. There we go, and of course we know the head comes off. That's a pretty easy one. And the arms come off, but also we want to pull apart the elbows maybe, see if that comes apart. So we'll drop that arm in there. Drop that arm in there. And now these legs can also come off. If they get heated, you can actually pull them off right there. Then we'll drop those back in so we can pull apart the knee as well. There we go. And then of course the waist comes apart as well. So this is as far apart as you can get these pieces. Now we'll just set those right there so you can kind of see the break apart of this. Alright, I wasn't going to make you guys watch these parts slowly heat up, so I turned the camera off for a few minutes. Let's go ahead and pull them out and see what we can pull apart. So we already know the hands come off, so let's go ahead and just pull that off now. And the elbows are very difficult to get apart and take a lot of hot water, but you can do it. Now these right here do not come apart. You cannot get the joint out of there. So we'll just set that like that, that like that, that like that. We'll do the same to the other arm once I get it out of there. Whew. That is hot, hot, hot. The hand, the elbow. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get these legs apart and see how much we can pull them apart. So I already know the knees come apart, so I've done it before. And again, that's kind of hard to do where the muscle goes on the inside. Now let's get this leg apart, see if or the foot, and it actually connects right in front. So if you were to use the new DC figures or the new Super 7 ones, they probably should be able to use those feet parts for that. So that should work if you were to use the new Super 7 ones. Move this hot water out of the way. Let's do the same to this side as well. Ugh. And you can see the actual feet are quite a bit different in size, so that's the bad part. And this is actually a Classics foot I'm pulling apart. There we go. So with the Classics one, you can see it doesn't really fit too well in there, and you could probably use some epoxy or some O-rings to make that fit if you wanted to use a foot from the Classics. But again, if you were to use the newer Classics figures, you could probably, because they have a hole right here, you could probably just stick that right in there. As you saw with my Skeletor, I was working on that one time. So, can you use the Classics parts? Not that great. In fact, you can see the boot holes are a lot different sizes. If you try to put the boot on there, it will just fall right back out without lots of O-ring support or something else to change the size of this pin. Alright, so I know it was a pretty quick tutorial, but you can see how you can pull them apart in all different kinds of pieces, and it's kind of funny how far apart you can actually get them. So you can do a lot of cool customizing without actually having to alter the figure at all, just by pulling the parts apart. Alright you guys, I know it's a short sweet film. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Of course, I got to put them back together. The elbows and the knee joints are the hardest because they are not actually made to completely come apart. I'm going to drop these legs back in. Hold on, let me see if I can get them on without heating them back up. Hey, I did. Hooray. Ugh. This is also how you get the knee pads and elbow pads off. Easiest way. Fit. I guess I should reheat this piece. All right. And there we go. Voila. The Rock. Back together. Alright you guys, thanks for watching. Those that actually stayed on as soon as you put them back together. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now.